Let's talk about the 9 days, which is a concept that exists mostly for Ashkenazim, Talmidim of the Ramah, Rav Moshe Ishalish, in the Shulchan Aruch. And for them, Mishenichnas Av Mimatim B'Simcha. This week, coming week, is Av. And Mishenichnas Av Mimatim B'Simcha. You don't allow yourself to engage in anything which implies simcha. In fact, you could say no simcha at all, and then you'd be on the right track. In fact, there are those who say that you shouldn't even kid around, or tell jokes, or speak in a light-hearted, idle manner during these days. In fact, a special interest is said in the halacha about binyan shel simcha, building a house for the sake of simcha. Well, almost every house that you build brings joy to the people who are going to move into the house. But the Gemara says, and the Shulchan Aruch says, that a house that's being built for a newlywed couple, Beit Chatanut, for his son, for example, he says that you should not do. On the other hand, it may be that if you're building the house now and it's only to be used after Tisha B'Av, maybe that's okay, and certainly people whose business it is to build, it's very hard for them to take off the 9 days. But it's important to remember that in the Gemara and in the Shulchan Aruch, it was seen as being excessive simcha to build yourself a new place to live, to move into a house, etc. The same thing is true, for example, about painting your house. You should not paint your house or put wallpaper on the walls during the 9 days. In fact, any kind of repair, building repair, changing the way the rooms are laid out in your house, for example, in order that you should feel better, live better, have more space, utilize the space better, changing the windows because the old ones are broken and you have new ones that you have to put in. He says all of that is called binyan shel simcha. All of that is something that you have to try to avoid. Also, it's important to remember not to move from one apartment to another during the 9 days if you're moving in order to get a better place to live. If your landlord is kicking you out and you have to move and it's actually a sad event, then I guess it's all right. But you're not allowed to build, to move, and to change, and to do all of these things during the 9 days. Maybe a word that's a final word that's a little more optimistic. All of this is not true for the shul. If a shul has to paint or a shul has to fix itself up, that's in the category of mitzvah derabim. This is to serve the larger community, to enable them to do the mitzvah of tefillah, in a better, more appropriate way. That can be done even on the 9 days.